shoot. Oh, I know what. What a cool jig that I built. It wasn't my idea, but I seen this long ago, and then somebody finally posted some pictures that gave me some ideas. Look at there. I've got support for, I wonder how long of a cut that I could do here. For that much material, let me lower that. I like to keep my blade higher, but just for the principle of this, 24 inches, 24-inch cross cut. So, if I wanted to use this miter gauge instead of using the fence, let's say, because for instance, a lot of you guys are probably saying, well, why don't you just use the fence to cut that rip? Well, what if I was doing an angle, 45-degree cut or something, and I didn't have the space over there, like this as far as my fence will go, and if I'm cutting 31 inches here, do I have 31 right there? No. Best I can get is 22 7/8 because of my inline router table. I don't like resetting up tools in the middle of a project when I know I'm going to make that same cut or same round over on the router table again, because you're going to end up making a mistake and things won't match up. But skip that, add this little attachment, use your miter gauge, and rip it on through there, just like that. So I'm not going to build this right now. Dave Stanton asked if he could put that on his show, and I told him by all means, and maybe he might mention my name, I don't know. Well, I'll basically show you what I used. I used scrap plywood, and I just found the right thickness that I need. I used a little bit of scrap here. There's going to be better ways to build this, of course. But all this is just scraps laying around. So I may put 3 blocks together. That way I have the thickness of the rail. So this toggle switch will work. And this is from Harbor Freight. I paid like I don't know, $2 for that, or maybe less with the coupon. I just usually pick up one every time I'm there. I used this 1/2-inch plywood with a 1/4-inch piece of plywood and some shims of walnut through there just to give me the right thickness. I didn't want it to be the same height. I wanted this right here to be just a tad lower. I prefer my cast iron top to be a little higher than everything. For instance, it's a little higher there. If my outfeed is a little lower, just like a millimeter, and that's the way it is here, just a millimeter. Because this is, it'd be great to have it the same height, I'm sure, but I find for my technique, this is the best way. But what I did was I didn't use glue in case I need to take it apart or I decide to adjust it somehow. But I just pin nailed in place. I started with this small side here, and I just got the fence, or I mean not the fence, the miter gauge up there, and I pushed it square, and I made sure it was square against that, and I just pin nailed it in place, and I did the same thing over here. Then I pre-drilled, countersinked, and screwed it in place. Works great. But this makes things much easier, and with my setup that I have, it just gets right out of the way, no problem. Right in there, out of the way. Thanks for watching. I hope this is useful, beneficial for some of you guys. It'll make using this miter gauge much safer. Works out good for me. Like I said, hope this is beneficial to you guys. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna get back at it and making some new jigs. Y'all take care. God bless.